Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember? We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves. That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her. I don't think you understand the situation. Well, we can't hide on this planet forever. Eventually the Sith will find us, and trust me, you don't want that. Getting off this world isn't gonna be easy. We're probably gonna need Bastila's help. Not to mention that without her, the whole Republic war effort is doomed. Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive. Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice. A luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help. And we'll probably need hers. You mean, besides a chance to get off this planet before the Sith find you, do you have any idea what the Sith do to prisoners of war? Oh, I get it. Never mind that the Sith will destroy the Republic and ravage the galaxy. You're only in this for the credits. Don't worry, the Republic pays its mercenaries well. You help me find Bastila, and they'll make it more than worth your while, I'm sure. Plus, it might be your only chance to get off Terrace. Good. We're gonna need to work together if we're gonna survive. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed. Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. And we can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. Can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Alright, so we're gonna open this up. Again, we had that custom sword, but before we even think of doing anything with it, we might as well check out our character's stats. Oh god, we can't check out Kart's stats.
Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Alright, so in order to examine Kart's stats, we need to bring him outside.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we should deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now, the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
And boom, we just leveled up.
Wango kumbeska gang, ba mamarulira, kuya mi juskuna chitanai. Yina kun ba marulira rachikun, slimo padona, rundi hadonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora, kachikuita hodonga. Topa da bungwalia gando do nano chut. Musha papampa, bola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo, poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Uba batu konchi. Tom non bon shang nung yang. Tom patok smaktelia.
Alright, so once let's level myself up. We only get points for skills this time. So we're gonna bump again, persuade, security, computer use, and repairs. Now again, the reason why we want to bump those skills in particular is because they can help us out in a lot of situations, especially early game. Once we start recruiting more companions, we can ease up. Now again, when I say once we get more companions, that has a bit of an asterisk. It's more in terms of companions that would actually make decent use out of them, that have the other skills that we don't have. Now I believe Mission might have like no, actually I don't think she would have repair and computer use actually. So yeah, we're pretty much still relying on me for that. We got a free feat, so we are one level away from getting our damage reduction. Very useful. And wow, we now need we're a fair bit away from reaching level 4, folks. But yeah, let's check out Kart. So Kartax, he is superior to Denos when it comes to strength. He's definitely more dexterous than us, but he does have more health. and more con than us. And again, he's a higher level. So, one thing I would push for is, let's take a look at his feats. He has dual, which is why he starts off the game with the 2 pistols. And oh my. Shit. He has... Okay, so he gets a +1 attack bonus with blaster pistols. And he gets a +2 damage bonus to pistols. So each pistol he wields is minimum damage 3. Fuck. Okay, I was going to make him wield swords. But yeah, no, I'm completely changing my mind. And again, like, he's not getting a minus at all to his offhand weapon either. So yeah, if he hits with both weapons, his minimum damage is a 7. Wow. Actually, and also I am going to do something a little weird. I am going to take away one of his blaster pistols and give him the ion blaster. Now, it is less damage overall. It deals it's a 1d4 as opposed to a 1d6, except it does have that extra d10 against droids. And against also, I believe, shields. We're going to learn about shields fairly soon from an NPC, and we're going to learn that shields take extra damage from ion pistols as well.
No problem. Got it.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. You're as bad as that pig Holden. I'll stay out of your way, but you're wasting your time. I don't have anything worth stealing.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? You ever thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment? You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the Upper City. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. I should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. A building doesn't clean itself, you know.
Chika don mulaka wata yumaka
No
wana
problem.
kuna nek.
Got it.
Shantikton unumani patoka wana kuna best chinga para multonki.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Pudu, Tony Rama na praka donko searcha chupapanki.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira.
Look, I know we're trying to keep a low profile, but this kind of attitude will draw attention we don't need.
Kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya hulki gokora jiji. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watate mona ia bola. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Ci gratulo da pograshi oniu kompa cintomo muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Takum justak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira. Ta kumjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest. Ci gratulo da pograshi oniu kompa cintomo muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Tolpa da bongwale gando nangugu chut. Kavadum kupilio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha panka. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule tongking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kun bez keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kavavolpa mulji gumana. We itanan dayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandetik. Shatung ni patoga. Wano kusbe ching palamule tonke. Tag bis jupongko kokimak panka. Ching pala chiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha tuma wamama tus keba toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bule rajikun. Chanshak bulara umrao chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki titoke gratun kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumba cha. Nechi chuna chubaching lorda itakun. Witam boragatong mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuanga chun tize. Igruto haga jijiwa. Wata chuma wana hu wama hulhu na tek. Si gratug loda pograshi onion kompa jintomo muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutong. Pagrasha kon tichaka Chubakaha chapa chawachiwish yunku. Jodo jitbungarantang. Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Achuta.
Well, folks, that this is a good time and I need to remind you folks that this is a BioWare game. And that typically means lots of dialogue. Oh wow. But yeah, so that is why they need a way to introduce the idea of like, okay, we need to include melee weapons in the Star Wars universe. How can we do that organically without it feeling forced? Oh, I know, like new shield, portable shield technology being sold. So yeah. Now again, as he said, they do burn out. So you can't just reliably keep them around. So you don't always want to sell a shield when you get your hands on one.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Wow, more dialogue.
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me. All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though. You're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. True. Bastila is as powerful as they say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? A smuggler? I should have guessed. Isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive? No? Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I expect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Don't you just love watching the Pazak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris? My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazak circuit here on Taris. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands. You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it. Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off. I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force. I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. We can make this job pretty lonely. That's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things? Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up. That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map. Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired. How dare you speak to me like that? Daddy's going to hear about this. You need a lesson on how to keep your social betters. Daddy!
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Terrace's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever. I don't see how that's going to happen. I couldn't afford to give you more than a few med packs and a handful of credits. The medical center can barely afford to stay open as it is. But it hardly matters anyway. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. I am quite busy maintaining the Republic escape pods. No, why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way. The Sith were already here, asking these same questions. I'll tell you what I told them. I don't know anything about those pods. Now, is there something else you need? Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
No problem. Got it.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only. Nothing. This isn't your concern. Just forget you saw anything, okay? What? No, you don't tell the Sith, please. I can explain all this. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Teresian dream, right? Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the Rakghoul serum to Zax. He runs the Lower City Bounty Office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the Lower City Bounty Office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Are you joking? We don't need this guy's credits. Just go on. We were happy to help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
So that's the sound. Okay, folks. I feel like this is a nice time to end at least this video. We're about almost just under an hour in, and we gathered a lot of information from Upper City South. So the next video will be us exploring this side of the city, and then also the apartments, because each side has an apartment complex. And then we'll see about potentially infiltrating, or at least getting into the lower city. I do need a small break, so I'll hopefully be here soon again, because of the fact that I'm not reading over the voices lines of the character like I attempted with my PC version of this. My throat is not as straight, and again, I'll be able to keep on doing extra recordings even when my brother is asleep in the same room. I'll be able to, just quickly log on and play throughout the night. In our case, I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.